Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm your host, Danielle Stimpson, owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. You are going to hear the cats making noise, but let's face it, we all love our cats. It's fine. It might be the most healing thing about it. If you have not been here before, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Go ahead and look at that little chat down there. Feel free to put in any requests for personal healing, well-being, phrased any way that is meaningful to you. We're going to go ahead and build a beautiful crystal grid together exactly to all of your requests. And after that, I will briefly explain what Reiki is, how to make the most of your session tonight, and then I'll send Reiki to you over a beautiful grid that we made together with some lovely music in the background. So thank you so much for being here with me. I'm here now every Friday and Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. If you'd like to learn more about me, check out learnreikiphiladelphia.com. There's a little QR code on pretty much every screen I'll bring up tonight. If you go to that, it'll bring up a landing page where you can sign up for email newsletters or just poke around and see what it is that I do. But so happy to have y'all here. I've been picking out some crystals for you for the requests and chat already. So let's just dive right in and start building that grid. Ta-da! Ooh, okay. Yeah, the cats have definitely been wiggling around the cameras. Okay. Let me just try to... They love it up here, but my camera is having a hard time with it. Yeah, let's do that. So we have copper in the middle here. Just like it helps to move electricity, it helps to move energy, and it helps to get the energy flowing, as well as the shape itself, the spiral. That's always been connected with the healing arts, all the way back to our prehistoric ancestors too. So let's see, Allie, Jennifer, Flower, Lila Ray, JS, Amy. So good to see you all. Let's get things started with JS's request for discernment, making good choices, and intuition. And if you haven't been here before, you will notice that there's such like a connection between everyone and what we're going through, that even though the issues might be different, there's still a lot more similar than it is different. So we'll see a lot of the same themes coming up because we always do. Also, the air conditioning is just kicking on. I forgot to turn it on earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this old Philly trick. Do you do this anywhere but Philly? I've only seen it here. The really thin towel with a little bit of water over the shoulders and the back of the neck. Let me know if you do that where you live. And I will get into these crystals for JS. So we want making decisions, discernment, making good choices, intuition. So let's start with some anhydro. We haven't worked with this since I've been back. Anhydro is basically a crystal that has water trapped within it. Can be pretty rare. Let's see if I can show it on camera. It doesn't usually like to show, but I will try. No, it's not showing. But anyway, there is a little drop of water stuck within those crystals. That is a lovely stone for, unsurprisingly perhaps, things like fluid imbalance, and helps with emotional patterns. It also can help with determining the credibility of an individual or of information that you're getting. So that's good for making choices. It also helps with addressing details around healing past, present, future, connecting with the past, especially if you're doing like genealogical research, or if you are doing some ancestral healing. And hydro is lovely. Also helps with having amicable relationships with folks that maybe aren't the easiest to get along with. So that is anhydro. Super 7 is lovely for intuition. This has been kind of checking the boxes for a lot of us lately, so this is the one I grabbed. This helps with working towards goals, plans, and larger dreams, and it helps with intuition, all of the clairs, clairaudience, clairsentience. It helps too with telepathy, channeling, opening up the third eye, just basically helping you connect better with spirit, however it is you do that. It also helps with peace, harmony, unity, past life healing, and earth healing. And it's a lovely stone for strengthening your aura. So let's go ahead and try to start off with a nice balanced grid. It'll probably go off the rails at some point, but that's okay. Blue kyanite helps with definitely discernment. This one is a good one to help you understand spiritual guidance. So not just getting the intuition, but truly understanding it. Blue kyanite's also helpful for self-acceptance, especially folks that have been traditionally marginalized, especially the LGBTQIA plus community. Lovely for neurological care, healthy changes in your life, and to harmonize like pettiness and spite and all of those sort of meh feelings. Whether it's you or someone else around you, just carrying it with you kind of helps keep it at bay. So that's blue kyanite. Let's see. There we go. Okay. And last of all, for JS, mookaite. Mookaite also goes by Australia jasper, and this very much helps with not only decision making, but accepting change. This will also help, I think it was it Lila Ray, your husband? Yeah. This will also help with digestive calm, helping to calm that down. It's great for boosting the immune system as well as adventure, motivation, connection to nature. It's also got a connection to circulation, the thyroid, circulation, and even bloating. So there we go. That is mookaite or Australia jasper, which comes in a number of colors. All the best to you, JS. Also, Lila Ray for your husband, another one that helps with let's see, anxiety was the other one. So this is black onyx. This is lovely for anxiety, stress, fear, grief. It also really grounds those energies. Helpful too for self-doubt. It gives you a lot of self-esteem. And it also helps to protect against sort of negative energy. Lovely for grieving overall, like in any way at any point in time in the grieving process. Also helpful for connection to your ancestors. So that is black onyx. Okay. Hey Ninja, Shellbell, good to see you. Jason, welcome in. K-May, welcome in. Good to have y'all here. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's next. Allie wanted some help with creativity, business, and attracting clients. Absolutely. Okay, so creativity. For creativity, let's bring in some carnelian. This feels right. Lovely for creativity and everything that impacts the second chakra, the sacral chakra. This also helps relationships and kind of motivating us to get past apathy and laziness and gives us a lot of good, happy motivation. It also helps with colds, allergies, wound healing, any kind of fertility or women's hormones. And also is thought to be supportive of the gallbladder as well as the pancreas. So that is carnelian. This is also a great stone if you're having any kind of sexual dysfunction or anything like that too. So that's carnelian. And for business, we have cinnabar. Cinnabar are these little red dots here, and the reason there's so little of them on here, this is how it's often sold now as cinnabrite. Cinnabar is mercury, so it is very, very toxic. So the less mercury there is to handle, the better. Cinnabar has for centuries been thought to help attract customers into a business. It's also helpful for helping to set up a sustainable business plan or the processes for it. It's lovely for empowering magic, manifestations. Lots of folks do think this is helpful for weight loss. Some folks do report it's helpful for fertility. It's also wonderful for, like, bigger than just attracting customers to a business. This is lovely with respecting your value and helping see your worth. So that's a great stone to have around if you're setting pricing. So that is cinnabar. So good to see you, Allie. Jennifer, absolutely. Lots and lots of love. Flowers got requests. Let's go with flowers next. So bumblebee jasper, lepidolite celestite. You can, by the way, if anyone's new, you can request specific stones or around the theme, and I'll pick them for you, whatever you prefer. So bumblebee jasper, lepidolite, celestite, yellow calcite, celestite, yellow calcite, sapphire. I knew sapphire was going to come out tonight. Let's start with sapphire. Sapphire is another stone that's very helpful for our connection to intuition. This helps with channeling and really everything that has to do with connection to angelic energy as well. Helps with envisioning a potential for change if you feel stuck. Lovely too for the thyroid. It's thought to be helpful for dementia, and it's thought to also invite a sense of justice, but do so quickly. So speedy justice. So that is sapphire. And yeah, that is actually sapphire. That's the shape it normally takes when it grows. So cool. So raw sapphire. Bumblebee jasper helps with giving us lots of beautiful, motivating, and positive energy. This one helps with yin and yang balance. It boosts manifestations, and it helps with collaborative and group work. So not just you feeling motivated to work, but everyone wanting to get the job done together. Helps with mental focus as well, decision making, and yeah, it's a great get to work stone. It also has a great deal of arsenic in it, so do be careful. So that is bumblebee jasper. Yellow calcite is lovely for the solar plexus chakra, your center of self, your center of will, what you want to do in life, your confidence. This helps with your self-identity, your boundaries, setting priorities based upon what is important to you and not society, family, everybody else. Also helps with releasing any need for approval from others, and just in general, like a lot of sunny optimism. So let's see. Where shall we place you? Let's do this. There we go. Lepidolite, which is lithium mica. Yep, a lot of this is being mined right now because lithium batteries. Also lithium used in mental health medications still today. The ancient Greeks use it. We still use it today. Please don't DIY this one though. It can have paradoxical or the opposite effect on some folks. Lepidolite is lovely for changing thought patterns, helping to shift your perspective. Lovely too for things like eating disorders, helping with overstimulation. It's very sedative and calming, but it's also helpful for things like melancholy, depression, and general sadness, as well as digestion. This is one that helps calm the nerves. It helps with life and death transitions, but it's also helpful for things like erratic heart rhythm, and it's got a lot of connection, it's thought, for addictions. So that is lepidolite. Celestite is another very angelic stone. This helps with us connecting to our higher guidance, our higher wisdom, our guides, our angels. This also helps with discerning what's a thought, what's a fear, what's an intuition, and telling them apart, which can be really hard to do sometimes. But it's also wonderful for all matter of physical pain, clarity of thought too. And it's lovely for art and music. So this would actually be great for Allie as well. Thank you, Flower. Bella Jennifer, Kunzite Aqua Aura. Oh, that's right, it's under pink Kunzite. Ugh. There we go, pink Kunzite. Cinnabar, we got rhodochrosite, rhodonite. That's easy enough. Rhodochrosite, rhodonite. Gotcha. Blue stuff, gotcha. Let's bring in some sodalite. Let's go ahead and bring up lapis. So lapis is wonderful for pain and inflammation and for career opportunities and moving up in your career. Helpful too for having honest, truthful conversations. Wonderful for vertigo and hearing loss too, and it helps if you're looking to get organized. It helps to break disorganization, helping us get things together. It's also a superb stone for personal responsibility. So if that's something you're working on, or if it's something you're teaching one of your kids, lapis is a great stone for that. And it's just good for deep communication, all kinds of communication. Sodalite's another stone that's excellent for communication, and it looks a lot like lapis. Lapis has pyrite in it, so it has those gold flecks. Sodalite has a lot more white in it, and no pyrite. Sodalite's helpful for expression, communication, really everything to do with the throat chakra as far as truly expressing yourself. So that is through writing, through speaking, through singing, through music, through however you use your throat. It also helps to ground impulses. It helps anyone that's homesick can be really helped by sodalite. It also helps with things like menopause and coming to terms with aging. There we go. And I think we might have, whoop. Oh, somebody fell. Oh no. We had a cat half on a computer tower and half off. Oh no, we got stuck. Yeah, it's okay. Gonna come up? She's like, should I ruin the grid or should I sit in the window? I don't know. Rhodochrosite, lovely for the heart center. This helps with telepathy, journeying, and connection to our ancestors, as well as any deceased pets or even our animal guides. Helpful for heart and circulation, so definitely thinking of you, Shellbell. Helps too with mother-child bonding, asthma, and stress headaches. So that is rhodochrosite. Actually, let's put these here. Rhodonite sounds similar and looks kind of similar. Rhodonite is lovely for anything with allergies, autoimmune stuff, but it's also helpful for the heart center. It's often thought of as the breakup stone or the divorce stone. It really helps with broken heart, unrequited love, and also anyone moving on from belittling or emotional abuse. If you're working through those issues, rhodonite can be helpful. It's also helpful for balancing yin and yang, and it's just lovely for the lungs in general. So rhodonite. Pink kunzite is another super duper heart stone. And when I say super duper heart, I'm not saying physical heart. Here we go. Pink kunzite, lovely for love, especially love based on commitment. Also hormones, chemical sensitivity, allergies, anyone going through puberty or hormone replacement or anything like that. Also helpful for love after heartache. Helps with neuralgia and nerve issues, especially after things like chemo. Like I've been through sleepless babies, heartbreak, toxic bosses, and any help with motherhood. This is a lovely stone to bring someone who's a new mom. So that is pink kunzite. And aqua aura we often use here for depression. There's little information on it, but from what I can find, this helps with intuition, anything with the throat chakra, and also your mystical connection, your connection to spirit. Helps with channeling, but it also helps with psychic protection, like protection while you're engaged in energy work or intuitive work. Also wonderful for helping to heal loss and grief. So that's aqua aura, which is definitely man altered. It's done in a human process that involves gold. So it gives it that color, which is really cool. So thank you so much. Oh, Amy, that's a great question. Is it appropriate to ask for support for healing for someone else? Oh, sorry to hear that. Is she open to things like this? If she's open to things like this, then sure. But if not, we can add her next time when you get a chance to ask her. Let's see. Let's see. Jason will do some grief healing, fertility, and grounding. Grief healing, fertility. That all of those are definitely on the docket right now. Fertility, grounding, and healing grief. Let's start with jet. Jet is a type of fossilized wood, fossilized through tremendous heat, usually volcanic, but not always. This can help with the loss of, like, grieving someone who you've lost, especially if it's someone very, very close to you, like a spouse or something. It helps too with protection against the evil eye, dark energy, anything you don't want to take home with you. Helps too with anyone that's close to dying, like hospice situations. Also helpful for the lymphatic system, for swelling and drainage, and also for financial stability, which I know has been a topic for us. So that is JET, J-E-T. Kind of helps us get through the grieving and the transition into the next stage. For grounding, I brought in some red jasper. Superb grounding stone. This is like one of the more, I think this is one of the more underrated stones. Red jasper is lovely for empowerment, for standing up for yourself, for feeling connected, for emotional support, for long convalescence. Can be helpful for anxiety, fear, anything that interferes with the root chakra, which is basic needs, primal urges, fight or flight, fear and safety types of themes. Also helpful for psychic and spiritual protection, and for fighting against injustice and bullying, like standing up for yourself or others. And it's also helpful for fertility as well as depression. So that's red jasper. And also for fertility, we have unakite. Unakite is superb for not only fertility, but all the phases of a woman's life, specifically, like all the different shifts in hormones, from everything from perimenopause to onset of menses to menopause. Everything in between, unakite's helpful. Helps too with heart circulation and body fluids and getting those moving. Lovely for metabolism, And for addiction, like specifically, this is Unakite is recommended for smoking, but really anyone that's struggling. It's very soft, very feminine, very supportive, and that is Unakite. Also good for relationships too. So thank you for being here, Jason. KMA, releasing what no longer serves and strengthening your spiritual gifts. You got it. So let's do that. Releasing what no longer serves, strengthening spiritual gifts. Okay. Strengthening spiritual gifts. Let's bring in apophyllite for helping with the spiritual gifts. This is potent energy. So apophyllite, which actually was a gift to us from Bella Jennifer. If you want to check out her online shop, it is belladonnasbotanicals.com. belladonnasbotanicals.com. This is, apophyllite's lovely for everything having to do with intuition. The third eye, connecting to and healing past lives, earlier in this life, the connection between both, Akashic record work, doing anything in the spirit realms, visioning, journeying, meditating, clairvoyance, also logic and thinking. But this is, and it's also helpful for the truth, bringing out the truth in any particular situation. So yeah, apophyllite, lovely for intuition. For letting go of what no longer serves, I grabbed us some malachite. Malachite, we haven't played with that in a bit either. And malachite is so pretty. It's so pretty. So malachite, in addition to helping us let go of what no longer serves and anything from the past that's holding us back, it's also really helpful for depression, anxiety, and processing really difficult emotions so that you can really let those things go. Helpful for fear of flying especially, but this one is also thought to help with the body's detoxification processes, so in every way that we detox. It helps with insomnia, also with arthritis. So that is malachite. Okay, cool. So I hope that that helps, KMA. Glad that you're here. Shell bell, blood flow, blocked arteries, neuropathy. You got it. Blood flow, blocked arteries. We got a couple of good blood flow ones in there too. Let's see. That will help. There we go, some hematite. Neuropathy, this can help. So we have amazonite. And looking for one more for the heart and arteries. Give me just a minute, everybody. I want to make sure I get something really good and perfect. Let's actually, I've been wanting to do this. Let's actually look something up in a book. Let's see what Philip Permut has to say. So let's go looking up for the heart. Nope, nothing there. Let's try Cassandra Eason. I think I have it all. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Awesome. Let's do this. First, we'll bring in dioptase, which is just so darn pretty, isn't it? This helps with releasing self-neglect and helping you to take better care of yourself. It helps to attract a good love match and also helps with that. Living in the present moment, being aware of where you are right now, helps with IBS, constipation, ulcers, all that stuff. Also helps with blood pressure and overall cardiac health. Wonderful for making healthy changes, vitality and balance, emotional stability, and it's also thought really helpful for chronic fatigue. So that's dioptase. For the nerve stuff, neuralgia and neuropathy, we have some pink tourmaline. Pink tourmaline, in addition to that, helps any kind of gynecological issues, as well as spinal injuries, mother-baby bonding, muscle weakness, and to help dispel negativity around your self-image. Amazonite is lovely for the nerves, both physically and emotionally. It's also helpful for calming and just really being soothing. It also brings in a lot of luck towards winnings, helps too with self-respect and self-care. So that is Amazonite. This is a lovely stone for healthcare providers or anyone that works with children, Amazonite. So hope that helps. And the other two I'm bringing in, oops, almost lost that. There we go, making a mess. Here we go. First one I brought in is rutilated quartz. Rutilated quartz is thought to help direct the energy wherever it needs to go. I'm trying to get it close enough to, there's actually little rutils that you can see in there. This also helps with clearing and focusing the mind. It's lovely with breaking things up that are a blockage or shouldn't be there. Classically, this is thought to be a helpful stone for cancer. And when I say classically, I mean going back many decades. This is lovely for kind of breaking things up, so clots too. And of course, nothing I'm doing here is meant to be like a replacement for modern methods. Chemotherapy saved my life. Reiki helped me get through chemotherapy, and that's kind of how I do. Also, hematite, very connected with the blood and circulation as well. Hematite has been connected with the blood since pre-biblical times. This also helps to cushion sudden emotional change and generally lift and stabilize mood too. Helpful for clear thought, memory, as well as focus, and healing and alignment generally on all levels. Helps too with fever, hot flashes, anything like hot, warm. So let's go ahead with piece of hematite here and here. So shell bell, I hope you feel better. Hope you're in good shape. Okay, cool. And Ninja, you will be next. Hey, Chris. Oh, Lori, absolutely. Heart, welcome in. Kanta. Go for it. Lay down. I'm grateful for you, Kanta. Oh, Jason, I'm so glad. Thank you. Lots of love to you and your wife. Ooh, Jenna's having a Summerween sale on your website. I'm gonna go shopping later. Okay. Oh, yeah, we can put in a request for your mom. As long as she's okay with Reiki, then that's fine. Ba 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 ba. Okay, so Ninja, we are doing Speaking Your Truth, Strengthening Psychic Awareness, Intuition like JS, and also allowing yourself to be in the flow. Absolutely. Perfect one for in the flow. Speaking Your Truth. Let's bring in some Tiger Eye. Let's bring in some pink opal. This will also support one of Kanta's requests for like renewal, regeneration, and a shift. Pink opal is helpful for additionally like merging the mind, your intuition with your conscious mind. So your logic with your intuition. Helps with meditation, self-healing, any kind of energy work or angelic practice. Helps the lungs, heart, and spleen as well as connective tissue. It's also thought helpful for diabetes and hypoglycemia. And it's thought to help if you are setting an intention around nonviolence or creating a space of nonviolence. Pink opal can be really helpful. Blue Tiger Eye absolutely empowers you to speak your truth with your whole chest, nice and loud. Also helps with writing, public speaking, conversation in general, especially if you are saying things that people don't want to hear. It helps to protect truth tellers, whistleblowers. Also brings in a lot of calm. It eases stress. But yeah, it's a good bold stone for the throat. So that is Blue Tiger Eye. There we go. You can see it a little bit better. Go. And being in the flow, let's bring in some zebra jasper. Lovely for being in the flow, kind of going with things as they are. Also really helpful for if you're in a rut. This helps with like kind of enlivening things. Lovely for stress and overwhelm, kind of helps cool that off. It helps you to stand up for yourself, and it also helps to break through apathy, like if you feel really stuck. It's very empowering. It helps you to take initiative, and on a physical level, it can be really helpful for muscle spasms. So let's go ahead and bring this in. That is zebra jasper. Where should you go? There we go. Awesome. All the best to you, Ninja. And so healing for your mother going through cancer treatments, specifically chemo. I'm so sorry. I just finished chemo like a year ago, or the hardest part of chemo like a year ago. I finished my infusions for immunotherapy just like last month, but I went through the worst of chemo this time last year. Not fun. But if you have cancer, 10 out of 10 recommend. It does work. So this is chrysanthemum stone. I worked with this a lot. This helps with cancer, tumors, and growths. It also helps nutrient absorption, which can be prevented when you're going through things like chemo. It helps with releasing toxins and metabolic waste, as well as helping anyone that's been emotionally neglected or in life neglected or abused. If that's coming up for anyone, chrysanthemum stone is really helpful. Lovely for being in the present moment, working towards your dreams, new beginnings, all those good things. So that is chrysanthemum stone. So we're gonna have to make a little room. There we go. We'll put that one here for now. All the best to you and your mom. Catherine, something for writing. We got a lot of writing ones in there. Menopause and running. I don't run, but your daughter's school is starting a new school team and you're trying to. Gotcha. So let's do writing, editing, menopause, running. Running. We have lots of good menopause stones in there. That's for that, writing, editing. So let's bring in labradorite. This helps to find errors, and it's really good at detailed attention. Also helps us with clairvoyance, as well as enjoying travel. And it helps to calm disputes. It's a great like workplace harmony, customer service type stone. And labradorite is also thought to help aid with sleep. So that is labradorite. So yeah, you can keep on putting stones in there. And Catherine, thank you for being here. Lots of love to you. Oh, and for running, polychrome jasper. This is lovely for invigoration mentally and physically. This is a wonderful stone for reigniting your passions in life, especially around your life's purpose, but it also helps with physical movement, with the joints, with arms and legs, and making big healthy changes around movement in your life too. Lots of self-confidence and breaking through indifference and just feeling stuck. Let's actually put this nice big piece right there. So that's polychrome jasper for you. So lots of love to you, Catherine. Anxiety and financial abundance. Let's do financial abundance and let's bring in some amber. This will help with anxiety as well as depression. It's also really helpful with creativity for Allie. Helps to soften rigid attitudes and beliefs if you're looking to like open your mind a little. Helps with attracting lasting love, busting through emotional blocks, releasing negativity, helping with tooth and gum pain, and also with any kind of mental health stuff. So this is great for the depressive stuff all the way to the anxiety stuff. So that is amber, which is fossilized tree sap. So let's put that behind sodalite. And citrine helps with manifesting financial abundance and the things we need to survive and thrive in life. Also helps with fibromyalgia, nausea, with addictions and compulsions, and making good financial decisions. It's also one that I use if I'm trying to balance my sense of logic with my sense of intuition, which for a long time I really struggled with that. And citrine really helped. So that is citrine. So I hope that that helps. And good to see you, Catherine. Oh, Jason, I'm sorry you lost your mother. Heart, emotional eating, and protecting your energy from others. Oh, I'm so glad to see you again. I'm so glad to be back here. So let's see. We've got a couple of good emotional eating ones in there, but I'm going to add one more. And protecting your energy from others. Ah, perfect ones. We're going to definitely have to make some room for this, but we're going to bring in some Golden Healer. Golden Healer also goes by the name hematoid quartz. This is so helpful with energy balance and clearing the meridian system. It helps with enhancing energy work and crystal healing, so it's always a good one for the grid. Helps too with shielding your energy while you're doing any kind of treatment and just shielding your energy in general. This is a lovely stone for cutting cords, so cutting connections that do not serve so that you can let go and move on. It helps to heal traumatic energy that's held in a space, and lots of self-esteem after disappointment as well. So this is Golden Healer. We will have to find a space. For now, we put you there. Blue Apatite helps with our relationship with food. So this is everything from emotional eating to disordered eating. Helps with all of that. This also helps with courage on your soul's purpose so that you feel empowered to move forward with it. It helps with addressing hostile audiences. It brings in a lot of harmony and peace. And it's wonderful for also learning about your soul purpose. So that's Blue Apatite. A very soft and supportive but powerful stone. So that's Blue Apatite. Lovely to see you, Heart. Kanta, transformation, shift into a whole new archetype, converting anger into forward-moving, productive rocket fuel. I love that intention. Removing unconscious beliefs in patriarchal barriers to creating what excites you. I love that. Amazonite helps with dispelling and keeping misogyny at bay, so that can't hurt. Desert Rose Selenite is lovely for big life changes through small consistent effect, and also with redefining ourselves after big change, big loss, anything like that. It helps with perseverance, upset stomach, fighting viruses, and it's also lovely for skin health, especially things like acne and eczema. Lovely too for men's health and for animal well-being. Also helpful for real estate, whether you're looking for a place to live or you need to do paperwork around it or anything like that. Desert Rose Selenite. Okay, so I hope that helps. And anger, let's do that. Let's bring in some howlite. This helps with anger and resentment, and this will also be helpful for you because of everything you're going through. Howlite is also helpful for bones, bone health, bone repair, osteoporosis, absorption of calcium. Howlite also lovely for frustration, completing studies and learning, and stability and blessings. So that is howlite. It is my go-to for anger. Absolutely. Awesome. I hope that helps you. Loss of religion and reconnection, apophyllite. Okay, so we're going to do Chris's lost your religious vocation. Let's see. The first one that popped to mind, just no joking, was angelite. And also smoky quartz. So angelite, as the name would suggest, very angelic. This one, seriously, it was just like, boom, use this. This helps us to feel connected to source, however we define that. It helps too with spiritual protection. It's thought to enhance our experiences during things like sound healing, and it's just everything you would think of connected to the angels. So let's go ahead and put one here, one here. Smoky quartz is lovely for protection and also transmutation, like to shift energy into something better. It helps for hope in uncertain times, which I hope this helps you. Calms worry and relieves energy blockages. Helps with also flexibility of the mind as well as flexibility of the body. So that might be helpful for you, and I hope it is. All the love to you. I hope you find the way that's best for you. So that is smoky quartz. And we did angelite. Okay. Next, we've got some for Chris. We've already got a lot of those in. So let's do, we got apophyllite, we'll do a herkimer. Celestite's in there, leopard skin jasper, iolite. Leopard skin jasper, iolite. Labradorite's in there. Amethyst pyrite, citrine's in there. Green aventurine. Carnelian's in there. Rutilated's in there. Dumortierite. Oh, I wish I had blue amber shell bell. Yeah, it is beautiful. Amy, you're welcome. Scalp and psoriasis. Okay, cool. Yeah, sometimes when I'm angry, the best way for me to deal with it, actually, I do this with my clients too. I take a pillow, squish it over my face, and just scream into it. I live in a city, so I mean, if I started just randomly screaming, people would think something else is happening. But just screaming it into a pillow helps. Also, a big bowl, like a big metal bowl of ice water. I take off my glasses, plunge my head into the ice cold water, and I just scream into the water. It's just like a nervous system reset. Really helps. Pyrite helps the body to make the most of a Reiki session. Very protective, helps with the brain and memory, as well as radiation sickness and anyone going through radiation treatments, as well as the lungs. So that is pyrite. Pyrite is fool's gold. It is thought to attract the real stuff, so it can bring in a little bit of money positivity. Amethyst, we all know and love. This is lovely for connecting to spirit as well, and the third eye. It helps you to understand your dreams. Oh, this is the one I was looking for you. Shell Bell, I did some research for you. This is actually really helpful for blood clots and clearing, so I hope that this helps. Purification rituals, headaches, OCD, grief, emotional burden, spiritual connection, accountability, and recovery. So I've looked up a lot of other people's definitions on this too. I find this as a lovely stone for personal accountability, personal growth, recovery, emotionally maturing, things like that. But yeah, also helps that. Iolite helps with shamanic work, fever, money management, helps with sleep disturbances that come from intuitive types of things, and it's also thought helpful for weight loss. So that is iolite. Let's see. Dumortierite is another lovely stone for anger. So dumortierite helps with improving situations that seem otherwise hopeless. It's lovely for standing up for yourself, for patience. Also thought helpful for the ligaments, tendons, and tidiness. So that is dumortierite. This is one that's often recommended for like nervous dogs. So that's dumortierite. Leopard skin jasper helps us to connect with our animals and helps to empower animal healing. It also helps with attracting a soulmate, connecting with our animal guides. Anything impacting the skin. So here's one that helps with like eczema, psoriasis, and stuff like that. This helps. Also helps with coordination and balance. So that is leopard skin jasper. Herkimer helps with connection to divinity, manifesting, being in the present moment. It helps to harmonize discordant energy, and it helps you to just be present. It's very relaxing, helps with metabolism, and yeah, just very harmonious. If you feel like you're in a situation where the energy or the situation feels kind of like when you're in a store and there's like one song on one stereo over here and one song there, and you can hear them both and it's really disconcerting. Yeah, it's one of those kinds of stones. It helps with when energy feels like that, like it's all yelling at each other and unbalanced. Herkimer diamond, very helpful. And everything else is already in, so thank you, Chris, and lots of love to you and your dog. Oh yeah, hit the like button if you haven't already. I always forget the YouTuber stuff. I love all of you too. Thank you so much for all of the love in the chat. Something for your husband, promotion and growth. Yep. You had primal screaming in your car last week? Yeah. Yeah, when I'm having like, whether it's PTSD stuff, whether it's grief, whether it's anger, if it's just, I don't know what. Big metal bowl of ice water, plunge my head in there and scream. Oh, it's like nothing else. It is a reset button. And sometimes it just feels good to do it when it's hot. So that's real. Okay, so I put something in there for your scalp psoriasis. And something for Allie, work promotion and growth. Lapis is helpful. Let's also do this is actually perfect, the last one I wanted to put in. So this is tourmalinated quartz. This has black tourmaline going through it. Black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy, so going through quartz, it helps to break up things that are stuck, so blood clots, anything clogged, helps to break up scar tissue, lesions, growths, things like that. Helpful for breaking up old patterns, limiting beliefs, especially if they're really old from childhood or even past lives. Helps to ground and release nervous energy. Lovely for new sources of revenue, gigs, upward advancement, all of those opportunities, as well as just good fortune and luck. Helps too with fear, depression, and nervous exhaustion. So that is tourmalinated quartz. It's wonderful for healing emotional trauma. So we will sneak you in there. And where are we going to sneak this guy? There we go. I think we have a grid. I think we have a grid. I think I got everybody. Okay. Well, we know what comes next. So, if you've not been here before, welcome. Next, I'm going to go ahead and explain really briefly a little bit of what Reiki is, how it works, how to get the most out of your session. That'll just take a couple of minutes. Some of you have heard this so many times. I encourage you all to go ahead into the chat and help lift the energy of where you are at, which lifts the energy all of us share. Just simply think of the things you're grateful for. Easiest, quickest way to lift energy. If you feel inclined, go ahead and share it with us in the chat. It will pop up on the screen, just letting you know. But lots and lots of love. Let's go ahead and explain what the Reiki is, and then get into the healing. Okay. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, I'm Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and you can learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, and all kinds of other good stuff like one-on-one distance sessions and tarot readings at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's written on the screen right on the bottom. That QR code will kind of take you there, and it's also linked in the description. So it's there for you. So what is Reiki? Reiki is a word from Japanese that roughly translated kind of means spiritually guided life energy, but really it's reflective of the Shinto indigenous faith of Japan, in which everything and everyone has a soul, and all of that energy and all of everything in the world is interconnected. One of the energies that is thought to be at play through all of that interconnectedness is this spiritually guided energy that is not my personal energy, not your personal energy, not taken from an individual or a place, but this energy that's just a part of everything, a basic building block, where we can connect with that and direct it to others for supporting their health and well-being. And that's what I'll be doing today. I'll be opening up to that energy and directing it, or more of it, to all of you. While I'm doing that, to get the most out of the session, you can really do anything you like. You can lay down, you can sit up, you can fall asleep, you can snore, you can sneeze, you can get up and get a drink of water, you can play the guitar. This is your time to use as you choose. If you want to do some stretches or yoga, take a little nap, or anything in between, enjoy it as it suits you. If you are not here live, know that space and time, they're just things we use here in this realm. Same reason a tarot reader can't tell you when something will happen is the same reason that the Reiki is there for you whenever you look at any of our past live streams. So this will be available for you to enjoy anytime in the future. During your session, you also don't have to focus on anything or keep your mind silent or anything. If you do find that your mind is wandering in an unhelpful way, just breathe in, breathe out on your own pace. That'll usually help reset your mind. During the session, you may feel physical changes, mental, emotional, spiritual changes. If you're like, what is this? I'm not sure. Write it down. I'm more than happy to answer questions at the end of the live stream, because while I'm sending, I can't really answer. You can also leave them in the comments or email me at Danielle@learnreikiphiladelphia.com. I'll be more than happy to help. At the end of that session, you'll hear the music kind of slow down. You'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to come back to the space that you're in and back to the chat, but you don't have to. If you're comfy where you are, by all means, stay where you are and enjoy. This transfer of energy or connection to Reiki and sending more to you doesn't deplete me in any way. It actually helps me feel better too. So that's just the wonder of Reiki. This particular technique was founded by a man named Mikao Usui in the 1920s in Japan. But there's so many different practices and styles going back to antiquity and that we are finding and creating today. So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for helping me build this grid. And thank you for helping lift the energy with these beautiful gratitudes, which I always love to read. Let's go ahead, dive back into the grid and get into the healing. Still getting used to my new page layouts. Okay, cool. Y'all, this is so pretty and so like dense and so well done. You are all so lovely. I am working on some cool stuff for the future, really working hard. I hope you appreciate it. Oh my goodness, I love all of these things. I'm also going to put in my own gratitude. Super grateful for surviving stage 3 breast cancer. Super happy. Happy for my hair growing back. And I'm going to put in an intention. Best of everything with plastic surgery. Yay! Okay, so let's go ahead in and get some love. So get cozy, close your eyes or leave them open, totally up to you. I'll start sending just as soon as you hear the music go up. And I'll see you all in 30 minutes. And when you're ready, you can slowly start to come back. Wiggle your fingers and toes if you like. And if you're comfortable where you are, just want to go to sleep, go for it. You don't have to get up. But I'm so grateful to have had you all here tonight. It was an honor and a pleasure to share this healing with all of you. And I hope you had a beautiful session. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'll be back Friday at 8. And next Sunday, same time. Aw, thank you. And same to you. I hope you have a good week too, Catherine. You're so welcome, Lila Ray and Hart. You're welcome, Shellbell and Flower. Lots of love to Little Tree too. Oh, do you want to come up and say hello? Do you want to come up and say hi? Oh, do you? You're so welcome. Oh, little Hattie. Oh, little Hattie. Usually you're begging to be on my lap, and now you're begging to run. Yeah, you want to be up on my lap, or you want to run? Okay. Crying for my lap the entire session. And then when I grab her, she's, no, not on my terms. Kindness and blessings to you too, Shellbell. And you're so welcome, Chris and Hart. Oh, Amy, you're so welcome. Allie, you're so welcome. I hope you all have a beautiful week. Mondays are my day off, which I love. I love that the rat race day is not the day that I have to get out of bed anytime soon. So that's wonderful. So I'll have a lovely evening. Oh yeah, you? What you doing there? Thank you so much, Hart and Chris and everyone. With that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Again, if you have any questions for me, you can go ahead and check out learnreikiphiladelphia.com or Danielle at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. Thank you. I will enjoy my day off. The cats will enjoy it too. They'll get to play. But I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a close with an abundance of gratitude to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming back and for understanding my hiatus as I got better. Yes. Yeah, Bella Jennifer, please do. This weekend was just a bit much. But yeah, I'm available tomorrow and Tuesday. So everybody have a beautiful week. Take care and bye for now.